Cyberpunk action at its highest. Game Ruiner developer Reikon Games publisher Devolver Digital reviewed PC Ruiner is the latest game to come out from publisher Devolver Digital, and it will most definitely be one of their biggest titles of 2017. Developed by Reikon Games, players will embark into a beautifully crafted cyberpunk world filled with great lighting, immersive storytelling, and interesting characters. From the very start, players will be introduced to the world with its crazy antics and its silent protagonist. The story of Ruiner opens up strong and continues to follow through the entire game. You play as a masked man who is looking to retrieve his brother from kidnappers, while also slashing his way through the corrupt world of Reikon. Ruiner is similar to the hit phenomenon Miami Hotline, however, it distinguishes itself from it with plenty of welcomed features. Players will have a full skill tree to upgrade, which has plenty of skills to up your arsenal. Electronic imps, shields, and dashing abilities will give you an edge on your enemies. Unlike Miami Hotline, Ruiner is very focused on preconceived thought-out movements. Players will be able to dash around an enemy, to slash them from behind, pick up another gun to slow down time, or even activate their shields to repel bullets. Planning your attacks become quite addicting, especially when you have a full room of enemies to take out. But you will have to think on the fly, as it is not a turn-based game. Everything is happening at a fast-paced speed, so you will need to keep up. Respacing your skill tree is also another nice touch from the developers. During specific battles, some of your current skills might be useless, and this is where redoing them might come in handy. This is a welcomed mechanic, as the game will always try to keep you on your toes. Likewise, weapons will come in large variety, giving players enough guns and melee objects to see what benefits their playstyle the most. Flamethrowers, shotguns, machine guns, katana swords, and much more are all included, giving an essentially endless amount of time to experiment. Switching gears now, Ruiner will go down as one of the coolest worlds to explore. The cyberpunk environment is a joy to immerse yourself into. The contrast of dark and bright colors really pay off, making players want to stop and just traverse a little before heading to the next mission. Sadly, the little open world that is presented is mostly there for show. Besides a couple of random side missions and storefronts owners to talk to, all of it is there for immersion. The streamlined story missions are also great. The mysterious story of Ruiner will have players wanting to continue playing to see what happens next. This storytelling pairs great with the unique enemies you come across as well. Early on, you will see the Creeps, a gang of psychopaths that dwell in the deep pits of the city. Coming across them and their leaders will be intense, and you will have to learn each boss's moveset if you want to advance. However, after a couple of missions, the game sort of goes down a rinse and recycle path. Most of the game will consist of entering a large open area and clearing out the room of enemies. Most of the enemies you come across will be pretty basic, but each faction will look different. The end bosses of the missions are usually the highlight of the enemy diversity. Each boss comes with their own unique moveset, weapon variety, and look. Devolver Digital's title Ruiner is most definitely worth your time if you're into fast-paced, top-down twin-stick shooters. It comes packed with replayability options, addictive gameplay, and a very stylish art style. Ruiner is now available for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Have you picked up the game yet? Liking it so far? Let us know in the comments below. Full disclosure: a copy of this game was provided by the publisher for purposes of this review.